You ready? Ready?
Hey
Ready?
guys, and welcome back. This is episode 3 of Let's Build Ancora Deep. In episode 2, we finished off the interior of this little family house here. We ended up completing the downstairs, which included the dining area, a little bit of storage, and the kitchen area, as you can see here. So we have finished off this little hut and we are moving on to our next little build. And I think our next build is going to be an inn. The inn, I believe, it should be near the entrance of the little town, and I believe that entrance is going to be, between this little ridge here, and it's going to go across. It's going to cross over the river, and it's going to run into this little wall here, or this part of the base of the mountain right here. So, maybe it won't be perfectly straight, so it could curve, kind of like this and into it. So I'm thinking that we have the inn in this little area here. It's big enough for an inn. We can press it up against the base of the mountain here, so we'll put the end kind of like right around here. Maybe have to knock out a couple trees. I guess let's get started. I have no idea how I want to build this in as far as design goes. So we'll just start with the basics that we had last time. Keep consistent with the style. So we're going to use the oak wood logs as a frame. We're going to use the hewn stone for walls. Um, and of course, we're going to mix in some blue schist as we go along. We're going to want some of the dark thatch for the roof. And we're going to want the oak wood here. Probably going to want some Tudor stuff. Well, I don't want that. Well, we can keep that. And then obviously we're going to want some of our oak newel capped uh, little small pillars here. We can deal with the details later. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the framing. So we got to decide how big we want this in, how many stories, how many rooms, that kind of thing. So I think the back of it obviously is going to be along here. Move it, I guess we could move it out a little bit. So the front of it could be here. Now, do we want the entrance here and you walk in this way and go that way, or do we want it here and you walk in this way and go that way? I think we want the entrance here. So I think initially we're going to need to get rid of this tree. So let's just knock this tree down, kind of get it out of our way. It's a nice tree. It's a custom built tree, obviously, and I can't remember the name of the guy who created Dark something, Dark Ferigma or something like that. If you watch the stream series of World Painter um, of Yarwin, the custom map that we are building on, um, Lord Dacker mentions the guy who created these custom built trees, and he uses them as like a custom object layer, and he kind of paints them on where he wants them. And there's various types of trees. Like he felt like these trees were most appropriate for this sort of biome. There's more cypress type trees, piney type trees, acacia, oriental type trees. There's even like some like cherry blossoms and stuff that you can see on some of the oriental islands. So I'm just going through and breaking these leaves. I am recording this episode directly after the first couple. I'm kind of like doing like a bulk recording right now just so I can get to the swing of building and make some progress in this series. I don't know how many episodes the series will take. At some point I'll do a lot of detailing off camera, maybe some paths and, you know, exterior detailing in between the various builds that we'll be doing, and then, of course, when I do those, I'll give updates of those things that I've done off camera so that you guys know that I've done them and can see them and enjoy them. If there's anyone who actually wants to see how the paths are made, how the extra detailing is done, if you're curious about it, let me know and we can do an episode or two on that external or exterior detailing. And, it's really the small things that'll really bring the whole town together, with the padding and the external details and filling in the gaps between buildings. Like, that's the kind of thing that ties the town together. It makes your build look complete instead of just a bunch of random buildings just laid out all over the place. So this tree is really taking a while to clear out. It's kind of a lot. All right, I think that'll do it. So now we got all these little bushes and stuff that we got to get rid of, and that's fine. We can do that as we go. So let's see. I'm thinking right here we can do maybe right here. Yeah, we'll just do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it'll be 1, 2, 3. We want it 3 wide for the entrance. Yeah, we'll do 3 wide for the entrance. We'll just basically have a door here. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we'll need to get rid of this tree, obviously. It's a nice little bush, though. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got some grass in the way, which means we got to get rid of this tree. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Doesn't leave. It's kind of a narrow-ish sort of in. I'm wondering if I should do an extension. Maybe I can do an extension like this on top. That may be what I end up doing. Yeah, I think that's what I'll end up doing. Do I want to do that? What I could do though is 1, 2, 3, and bring the whole thing back. That'll make for a fairly large N. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, no, it was 3. That's right. Get rid of that. 1, 2. Oops. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Maybe one more. See. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3. There. Nope. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. All right. So that kind of sets it in. Fortunately, I only had to get rid of that one tree so far. I mean, I'll clear it out a little bit more when I start padding and adding more stuff in. Definitely, when I start the wall, I'm gonna have to clear out quite a bit of these trees to make room for the wall, which that may be the next thing we do after we build this in, we'll get on to the construction of the wall. Let's see. What can we do? So we won't add a story to there, but what we can do is across here, 1, 2, 3. So this will be like an entrance. You come in, and here will open up to the main part of the inn. Now I know this isn't an uber interesting sort of thing going on right here. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, that's unfortunate because when we build the roof, if we do it this way, it's gonna be an even number. So what we can do is instead of it being like that, we can do it because the even number thing, like it really messes with stuff. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3. Let me think. What if we did 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? So okay, if we did that, if we did threes, 1, 2, 3, and then there, which means we can get rid of that guy. And then 1, 2, 3, boom. This is really cutting into this part of the hill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's raining again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, because of the entryway extension. And then boom, boom. Whoops. Well, it's going to be deleted anyway. So then it becomes 1, 2, 3, bang, 1, 2, 3, bang, 1, 2, 3. So here it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's going to make a pretty good evenly spaced roof. What we'll do is we can go here. We can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have that as an extension. See, I would do it here, but because of this mountain, there's no point. And that may be the only place we do that. So what we're going to end up, I think, is like this. So we're just going to make like an A-frame kind of roof thing going right now. And that will give us a lot of headroom for sure. Let's see, does this make it too high? Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's probably too high. It needs to come down. One. Oh, it needs to come down one. Just trust me when I say it'll work out a lot better if we bring it down one. So one, 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 one. That'll do. You know. If we don't like the way this is working out, we can always change it. And this one's going to be here, here, here. Ooh, maybe I want to move this. See, that's the thing, though. It's gonna make it hard, hard, hard. But I can center this up, so I want to move it over. We could do it like this, and that may work out for us. Instead of putting it right here, right on that, we can move it over and stagger it over that, which is perfectly fine. And I think that'll work. Yeah, I think that'll work out a lot better than it would have otherwise. All right. I think what we want to do now, well, let's finish off this last little A-frame roof. So this isn't going to be a huge inn. Like it's not supposed to be, you know, that big of a town, that desirable a town to visit. It's basically a vagabond convergence area, you know. It's well protected and everything, but they keep to themselves, you know, locals, they're townies, you know, homies or whatever. Uh, I guess townies is actually the word I'm going for. So this is the base of it. I guess I need to fix that. Oh, right there. So we're gonna put in. First thing I'm gonna do, you know, it's easiest just to put in the. I know I want the door there. It's just to put in just a base right now, and that's just gonna be the hewn stone. We're gonna put in the hewn stone, and that looks like a little bush that needs to go away. Another little bush. And I'll come back after all the hewn stone has been in place, and I'll put in the detailing bits of it. Oh, you know, I'm getting kind of sleepy. See, it's 11 o'clock at night right now for me. I've been up since 5:30. Had to go to work this morning. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can hear the game audio. I think I have that turned off to where you can't hear like all of the clicking and whatnot. Which I don't know. If y'all want me to turn that on, I will. I mean, I don't care either way. I just figured, you know, y'all wouldn't want to hear all of the game audio of the blocks placing and the ambient noise and whenever, oh, it's awful when it rains. You know, you're sitting there and it's, you know, somewhat peaceful and all of a sudden it's just this like roar of the rain coming down. It's pretty awful. It's just I don't know why they made that so loud, but they did. See, I'm wondering. I'm a little concerned about how the roof may turn out. I don't know if it's going to turn out the way I think it will. So that's the thing. It's like half of the battle is making sure that the roof looks good. Because if the roof looks bad, oh, it's just game over. You gotta have a you gotta. That's the one thing I struggle with is did I accidentally place a block somewhere? I did right there. You know, if you do a good job planning how you know your town's going to be laid out, or you do a good job planning of how you're going to lay out a building, you know, that really that goes a long way with how good your build looks at the end. Let's I've noticed like there's these random layers. I know this was a custom done map uh, in World Painter. Uh, so like occasionally you get things like this where it's like a lowered layer. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's just interesting how that happens. See like instance like you can see like gaps in here because there's like layers. What I mean by layers, like the Minecraft snow layers, with the Conquest Reforged mod, you can have uh, layers of just about every texture. Like for instance, if we look here, you got the hewn stone trap door, and then if okay, this may have been about it. I thought they had a layer for this. So this was a bad example. Let's see. Do they? Where's one? Maybe in the schist. Here we go. So like this. So there's carpet. Okay. So that you know that I'm not lying to you, let's go to topography. We'll go to dolomite. So dolomite. I'm gonna be so angry. Okay. I'm not lying. I promise you that. So if we do gravel, we go to here. So gravel layer, this is what I'm talking about. It's like a snow layer, like if you're in vanilla Minecraft, and you can like, stack it up in layers. And so that's what's happening here. You're getting like these layers, and that's pretty interesting how that happens, within that world painter. So what happens is you create a custom layer and you tell it what you want in there, and that custom layer, uh, then based on the brush that you have, will lay it out. And I just find it interesting that these texture layers are popping up underneath full blocks. All right, got that in. So there's your walls. I guess so. Like I said, well, I guess I don't recall if y'all have seen that because, like I said, some of the videos were lost because of the software messing up. But anyway, I start off originally with just doing these stairs for the roof, do like that, and then I will move on to doing uh, you know more randomization using full blocks, slabs, and trapdoors and whatnot to kind of randomize it and make it look a little more messy and less uniform. I always think it looks better. It's a good way to give like a kind of a worn look to it, more interesting look to it. It's kind of weird. That's it. Okay, so like you get an occasional like, one of these. Okay, so it's not just the same texture all the way. Neat. Didn't know that thatch stairs did that. All right, so this is gonna run into it like so. One dose. Okay. So now it's gonna do this, this. I think moving this little race part here over was a good call. I think it's gonna look better in the long run. Alrighty. I know I'm not the world's fastest at laying stairs like this. Sorry guys, I wish I was better at it, but I'm just kind of slow. That should just run right into it. Yep, there's the rain again. See, normally I would do something like this on the back side just to kind of give it texture on both sides, but because this is pressing into a mountain, there's really no point because you would just look outside and see effectively a wall, just a bunch of rock. It's not a very interesting sight, to be honest with you. So it wouldn't make sense to me why somebody would build that in reality, that is. I mean, I get it's Minecraft, we can do what we want, make it look good, blah, blah, blah. Let's try to make it make some sort of sense, right? Alrighty, last little bit for this. I think I do want to put the overhang on. I put an overhang on the last building we did. What I mean by overhang is like, this little extra bit. Oop, get on there. Okay, I'm gonna leave that as is. Kind of make it look like it's. We can put like a layer there of thatch to kind of make it look like it's, rubbing off. And then we'll drop down to here and go bang bang. We may do like that though. We'll probably have something overhang, and then we can do here, here, and then that connects in. Perfect. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. 1, 2, 2, 2. And here, here, here. Great. Perfect. And we'll probably have something. Nope. Want to go. Nope. 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 There. And connect around and go there, 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 and go up. Great. Then here, and then we'll put it right there, and then there, there. So here, ooh, I guess the best way to do that, yeah, that's how I usually do it, right there. There, there, missed it. And then we'll come back and we'll do the underneath bits. I know it looks like a big old roof, but it'll be all right. There we are. Maybe do it like that for that one. Maybe do the same here. Yeah, we'll do it like that. And then we'll do the underneath bits here. This will kind of like smooth it out, make it look a little better. Do it for all of the peaks. I will do tutor again right here. I'm thinking about, instead of just a dark tutor, do a combination of dark and white tutor. I'll show you what I mean by that. So now we got this, we'll get the stair. We're gonna need the stair. I think we do stair here, stair there, stair there, and then we do that there, and then we'll just kind of, if I can drag it all the way across. And then all the way across. Just like that. Oh, forgot one. Stair. Then connect in. See, that's the thing. I'm not sure. I guess we'll leave it. You guys can let me know if you like it or not. I'll change it if you think it should be thatch or something else. All right. So we got that. Let's kind of take a step back and see what it's looking like. Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. It's big enough for an inn. It's no slouch of a building. Maybe get a couple rooms in there. We don't want it to be too big. It's definitely bigger than that. So what I'm thinking, if we look at the tutor stuff, we'll take like this tutor, and then we can take Uh, Vertical connected, probably. So we'll do like a cross like this, and then like this. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm thinking right there. Kind of gives it that a good little look there. We'll put that in there. We'll go across here. We'll put in our white. What's it actually called? Just Tudor box frame. So it's, this is like the Tudor frame. Now, these Tudor frames, oh man, I don't know how old school you guys are, but if y'all remember the John Smith texture pack, so the John Smith texture pack, back when they were called texture packs, um, was like the OG like medieval texture pack, and then Conquest came along and kind of pretty much dominates. Now it dominates the medieval uh, building. But back when John Smith was a thing, like these Tudor blocks, like they were super legit at the time. Like that's what you did is you did John Smith. I'm just gonna throw that in for right now. But like the Tudor blocks really remind me of that texture pack. Pretty good texture pack. All right, we got that completed now. So this is like the basic outline, basic design. What we'll do next is we'll get on to placing our windows and detailing the outside and getting the outside looking really nice and pretty. We'll have to decide where we want to put a fireplace. It'll probably be, somewhere on this back wall here. Yeah, that'll probably be most likely thing is somewhere around here. We'll put a fireplace. So yeah, that'll be it for this episode. So next time, like I said, we'll get to the detailing of the outside of our inn. We can name the inn. We'll have to think of a name, and we'll put the name of it on the building somewhere. So thanks again, guys, for watching another episode of Let's Build Ancora Deep, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.